How about we talk about Sunday morning institutional adoption and institutions? In addition, relax, and take a seat back as we delve in at Bitcoin $58.4, which has decreased 1.36% in the past day, and Ethereum, which is currently trading at $2,483. There has been a 1.74% decrease in price, or an average loss of 56 cents. To be very honest with you, we're currently in Chop City, people, which is this entire 50C area. Chop City is up to about 6,566 cents, which would be our first indication of a breakout. There was only a minor attempt to rally to the 60-cent mark, as seen by the price of just 55 cents. The second sign is that the total market value of cryptocurrencies is still above $2 trillion, at $2,060,000, with USDT and USDC trading at dollar pegs above the 75-cent mark, respectively. We scroll down to see the remaining content. Chainlink is one market that requires my attention in particular because it can be purchased for less than $11 right now. I told you about a month ago that the Chainlink might drop below 10, and at the time, it was likely sitting between $7 and $10. This is going to be a big purchase, in my opinion, and the Chainlink will easily double in value once we get into the single digits. I've witnessed it, and I believe that's what lies ahead. The market is currently in a corrective phase overall, notwithstanding the prior big uptick. My goal is to greatly increase the size of my Chainlink portfolio. My specific goal is to increase my present holdings on Link by 2 or possibly 4 times. I debated XRP versus Link when I first started talking about cryptocurrencies. I believe that both were priced between 30 and 20 cents, but you can probably guess how the tale ended. Following that, Chainlink's price increased to a maximum of $20, while XRP's price decreased to roughly $3. I clearly made the wrong decision, but there is still an opportunity to invest in these assets because of their immense potential. As I indicated previously, I think that the Chainlink is functional, and I welcome you to verify this with your investigation. This will be a really simple, easy 10x for us going forward if we collaborate, so that's what I'll be doing with the cryptocurrency men. I think that everyone knows what magic is, but they are pushing for a breakthrough, claiming that magic will someday cost more than 75 cents and may even rise to 60 cents. Here we are, top of the list, still on the incorrect sheet, and ranked first on the incorrect sheet. If we quickly search over here, we can see that Melodic's price is currently sitting at was unaware that RuneFlow and EOS were still in operation. E and Flow, I don't own any of these cryptocurrencies, but before we move on, if you do, get ready for an incredible September setup. The top 20 cryptocurrencies looked extremely different. This 2017 graphic displays the top 20 assets. This screenshot is interesting since it shows people that you might not have noticed. There are no Solana or Chainlinks on this page. The years 2017 and 2024 will see a total change in the ecosystem. Blockchain gets a new look. Given that institutional adoption of these assets is increasing, we can claim that a considerable proportion of the assets we have seen today are ranked in the top 10 or even the top 5. That pertains to Solana, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. Who else is going to get big institutional funding among these cryptocurrencies? Zcash has 16 lists. BitConnect IOTA Apso observe Neo Monero NE1 would question, where is Dash today at $23, and what was it like when it was one of the top 6 cryptocurrencies? Just glance at it. At $331, Dash's trading price was utterly absurd. According to reports, Brazil has banned Twitter and fined its users. Let's see whether it's mentioned in this article. I think they said that using Twitter in Brazil costs roughly $8,000 a day. The reason they're prohibiting this is intriguing. Does it have an impact on the political climate overall? Brazil is against Trump, and Elon is known to back him. Twitter is using this as a power play, and their stance heading into this election cycle is absurd. Charles Hopkins assures everyone, don't worry, we're going to launch a decentralized social network in Brazil. Kudos to the individual who's taking advantage of the circumstances, but I don't think Twitter will be banned in Brazil. Still, Hoskins is grabbing the opportunity that presents itself. This was released by Smoke Dog. The 2024 Institutional Investor Presentation confirms that there will be a substantial wealth transfer using digital assets. On our channel, we've talked about this and related stories in great detail. Although it's early, we know that cryptocurrencies will play a significant role in the enormous wealth shift. Institutional money may be the last bull cycle if it does enter the market, which it hasn't done yet. Remember that a shift in capital from the traditional stock market to the cryptocurrency markets would be indicated if institutions entered the market and started investing billions upon billions of dollars, and the market cap increased to the 7 to 10 trillion range with a potential blow-off top of around 18 to 24 trillion. These institutions are not coming in to watch their assets fall and reduce by 99% after profiting from a 3-month surge to the 3-month high. ETFs including Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana are beginning to appear. In my opinion, XRP will receive an ETF by 2025. A basket of assets will also, I think, be included in an ETF. I realize that a potential security can be put up for sale if it is a part of a basket. These markets will eventually level off. Whether this bull run is sustainable is the question. Do our current policies provide adequate protection for them? Do our regulations provide enough clarity to guarantee the safe arrival of money? In any case, it will be a thrilling moment. I'd want to know your predictions for the upcoming years after watching this video. Adoption will surely rise, as Jay said, and more money will pour into digital assets, which will further professionalize the industry, as Joanna has already pointed out. Demand will always be greater than supply, leading to notable given the importance of digital assets. We cannot undervalue its influence or the substantial wealth transfer that is currently taking place. Diminished in value. Indeed, these are fascinating times to be alive. I am the great wealth transferer. We have been talking about this narrative for nearly 4 years, and all wealth will flow into Bitcoin during the next bull cycle if it doesn't happen now. There are already a few Bitcoin retirement programs, but more will come. Central banks will participate heavily in this market as more institutional capital flows into it. Next, we will use stablecoins or the digital currency of the central bank to digitalize the market and move on. As a result, I want to make sure I've covered everything. I mean, do I not have it pulled up, even though I thought I did? Yes, I did mention remaining put in a tweet. Visit my profile right now, and have a great weekend in Paris. PayPal's stablecoin reached a $1 billion market valuation in just 383 days after its launch. People were discussing moneyless currencies known as stablecoins at the time the incident occurred. It's obvious what Ripple is doing. Stablecoins are less volatile than fiat currency fluctuations, but because Ripple knows where the money is, a lot of people would rather use them than digital assets or currencies. Why, in your opinion, has Ripple joined the stablecoin market? They recognize the direction this is going, and if they could make a wager that they knew was connected to a one-to-one transaction, they wouldn't have to worry about the slip factor. I think those who favor Ripple stablecoin will find out about it at swell since the market is changing. It has already been observed on Ethereum and the XRP ledger. I think the revelation will happen at swell in October, which is around 6 weeks from now. Before the Ripple stablecoin goes live and starts trading, it will take 5 to 6 weeks. Given that this lawsuit is officially coming to an end next month, I predict that it will begin slowly before gaining momentum. Watching to see how much volume it gains will be interesting.